the bus after being at work, and I turned round and went, "Bye, bus."
I do that shit all the time as a teacher. I have to stop myself from scolding children in the grocery store.
Yep. Oh, and now that like the 2-year-old is parroting and stop that, QB. Now the 2-year-old is parroting and like the 5-year-old is starting to pick up stuff that we're saying, like, sotto voce. We can't swear at all, so I have to say stuff like, Mother Hubbard. What the fun?
Okay, how's it looking out there in Chatland?
Well, they're saying it works. Bye bus. Everyone's saying bye bus.
Yes.
Stop that.
Alrighty. Bye, God. Okay. So, yeah. We've been through a lot. Oh, please don't make me have to...
again. We're all back.
I will just kick Portia from this. I will fix these stupid OBS boxes. It's taken us 20 extra minutes. I will take 5 more in order to solve the problem. No? You say no? Oh, except, you know what's gonna kill me?
We'll be good.
Because I forgot to add the stupid... Oh, I swear to God, I hate OBS. I hate OBS. You know, if
I'm
anyone...
beginning to think the feeling is mutual.
Oh, it certainly is. Anyone for... If your question is ever, what should we get our GM for Christmas? The answer is a better production program than OBS.
But I love it.
No one loves it.
It's free.
Yes, that is its saving grace. That is
I don't know any better.
I love it because I normally have it up on my tablet as well. So I can control everything there.
So I'm now fixing these boxes live, but we're going to do it. Nivuti, yes, thank you for sitting back up straight. All right. I think I've finally got these just about solved. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Hi everyone. How's it going? My name is Zed. I like to run games. I don't like to produce them. I may be willing to pay someone in Chipotle to start producing the game on a regular basis for me if their computer doesn't suck. That's a very strong possibility.
That's Chipotle.
I guess for you, Cheeky Nando's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair.
Okay, so... Hi, everyone. We are playing D&D 5e in Ravnica. We have... Someone's mic is still making a buzzing noise, and I don't know why. It can't possibly be Moogs or Cubit. No, it was Shakes. It was Shakes! Shakespeare! I don't know what the answer...
What do you want from me? I'm using, little... headphone-y mic.
No,
I don't have
okay.
anything else.
That's okay. We'll be fine with it for now.
I'll just start muting between my speeches.
Oh. No, I don't like that at all. Because now we can't hear all the amazing quips. So let's just. I would rather have some fuzz than not have Shake snark.
You love me. You really love me.
Yes, I need my snark square.
And the stream says they can't hear it, so it will only bother you.
Okay, well then that's fine.
Oh, in which case it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so hello out there in the land of peeps. That was an unnecessarily fraught launching of this week's game. But then again, I don't think I've had a smooth one yet, except for the ones that Throck produced. Yeah. So yeah, and anyone out there want to be my producer? Let me know, because I'm about done with it.
I wanna be a producer. No.
Nivuti, are you thumbing up because you're into this idea, or because you want to produce, or because you want me to find a producer?
We'll talk afterwards.
Okay, all right, fine. So, in the meantime, get out of here, Stream Cat. You are obnoxious right now. So, this week, our heroes, the Guild Pact Defense Force, that's what I've decided you're called for this week. I'm sure I'll forget and remember something next time. But so we're going to call you the GDF. Thank you.
What? I was properly invading this time.
I swear to God, I just want to run the stupid game. I just want to kill you all. I mean, I just want to have you all hang out and meet the monster for the week. That's it. That's all. It's perfectly fine and fun, and no one's going to die. So,
Deep
Going
breaths,
to die.
everyone.
okay, so what we have is you all went back to base, and you were told by your sergeant that you had to head back out to deal with some kind of shark crab thing that had busted loose from somewhere and was wreaking havoc around Sunhome. What you so as you guys are getting ready, Granny Mivix is like, hey guys, I'm not gonna be around. I gotta go. There's stuff back here I gotta handle. I'll be with you soon. And Mivix looks at the sergeant and says, that cool? And the sergeant says, oh, yes, I know what you're dealing with. That is perfectly fine. Go handle that thing over there. And Granny Mivix toddles off and goes and handles whatever that thing is.
Should I have ate those mushrooms?
Yes. So Granny Mivix may be able to join us later, depending on how long this takes. Although my suspicion is that you will handle this problem sooner than it will take for Mivix to solve their issues. So, as far as what you have to deal with, if you are all in roll 20, then I will move your view away from the Ravnica city map, not to the thing that it's on. That's just, I'm leapfrogging here.
That looked like death.
And you should be here. You should be seeing what we are seeing.
That is even more death.
So, here is what happens. Is
Don't like it.
you guys run your way over to... Oh, it looks like I'm... Hang on, let me... Sorry, chat. Let me just fix that box there. Boonk. Okay, so it should be fixed for you guys out there now too, and you should be able to very clearly see what they all see. So you make your way over to Sunhome. What's going on is that there is a warehouse, and it is currently roped off. You can hear like not screams, but like loud murmurs. People are very interested. There's actually a crowd of people in the street. This warehouse is on the corner of a city block, and people are all around the two exposed sides. They're being cordoned off by a shield wall set up by a bunch of Boros troops who have all rolled in to like handle crowd control. There are lots of random citizens just hanging out watching. Some of them wearing guild colors, most of them not. There are actually a lot of unaligned people in Ravnica who are not with any particular guild, even if they live in a given guild's territory. Membership is its own sort of rank. Not everyone has that. And the vast majority of people, in fact, are not strictly speaking with any guild so much as beholden to a guild based on where they live. So what you have are a bunch of like ungilded people, unaligned people, milling about with a few guild people in and amongst the crowd, sprinkled here and there. And then the Boros soldiers just in the way, in between the crowd. And there's about roughly 20 feet in between the soldiers and the warehouse walls. There is a large hole that was punched into or out of the wall. That is about the size of, like, let's say, like a tractor trailer, like a semi-truck, that is coming through we'll say the south-facing wall, so it's the south and the west that are exposed. The north and east are nestled against other buildings. The building itself is made of brick and stone, brick walls with stone masonry around the openings, and there's a very large curved double door that is nearly as tall as the building itself is, so about 3 stories. Looking in the hole, you can't see very much. It's extremely dark in there at the moment, especially because of the contrast to where you are outside, which is torchlit, and I mean there are lights everywhere. Even those of you with dark vision actually have a really difficult time seeing into the building just because of the contrast between the two. There are a few Boros personnel and a couple of Azorius personnel. So Boros, remember, are primarily soldiers. Azorius are primarily police officers. Both of them are very much in favor of law. Azorius is order. Boros is, we'll call it action and be polite about it. So from your perspective, what you see are there are a couple of soldiers wearing red and white uniforms. Those are the Boros guys. And then there are some soldiers wearing blue and white uniforms. Those are the Azorius guys. And then one of the Azorius peeps is wearing a cloth military uniform. He is not wearing any armor. He is head to toe, just very snazzily dressed. Leather, shining leather boots that go up to mid-calf. White, sort of a thick canvas pants with that sort of bill out at the knees. And then a full crossover dress overcoat. Blue with white buttons, and then a blue and white tricorner hat. And he has a rank insignia that you guys don't necessarily recognize because none of you are Azorius, it occurs to me. So I would allow you to try to figure it out with a, I would say, history. I need to make just a Ravnica. Well, there's a local knowledge, yes? Yes, no? Hang on. Character sheet, reminder. There is no. Holy shit. So I guess I would say with a history check, I may give you all ranks in. I think I'm probably gonna make a local lore skill, but for now we'll call it history and move on just for ease. So if you want to know what his rank actually is, then you could do that. But for what it's worth, he is clearly being deferred to by everyone there, Boros and Azorius.
I got an 18.
All of you and your big brains.
I got a 19.
Or fancy circuitry.
Okay. Cubit, I apologize. Dwyer and Enfield, the both of you are aware. This guy is a lieutenant commander, so not low ranking at all. It's actually a bit of a surprise to see someone of his rank here, because usually a disturbance like this, the soldiers would handle it pretty swiftly and then move on for the day. But given the fact that you know that information moves not that quickly, in the time that it took probably for the message to get to you guys that there was an issue, then for you to get here, That probably took about a half hour, and this problem hasn't cleared up in that time. You don't know how long the problem's been going on for, but the fact that there's a lieutenant commander here says that probably it's an issue. Like not an easily solved problem. You don't hear anything from inside the building at the moment. It is quiet, actually. Every once in a while, you'll hear like some metal scraping, and there are a few Azorius soldiers in full armor, like standing around the hole, kind of like peering in. Whenever they hear something, they kind of duck down and then try to look back in to see if they can figure out what was going on. But none of them are interested in going inside. So this is what you see. What would you like to do?
Can I make my way to the opening and from the outside send my hawk in and use its eyes to see possibly what's in there?
Yes, but only if you sit up. Actually, no. Let me fix your. Is that where you plan on being most of the time?
Yes.
Or are you
Right
wiggly? Let me see if I can fix your... I gotta fix your backs. Okay, so you're sending your familiar into the darkness. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And like sitting down and using its eyes to actually
Right, so you're sharing its senses.
vision, yeah.
And your familiar, it's what kind? It's a hawk?
Hawk. Yeah.
Do hawks have dark vision?
They do not.
Okay. So you send your hawk in, and your hawk flies around a bit, and you get, as you sort of submerge yourself in your hawk's senses, it's really disorienting because you have a sensation of both moving very quickly and also having no idea where you're going. As the hawk like flies around, can't see shit, and then lands on something, and then turns around, you can see yourself through your hawk's eyes as the hawk then flies back and lands on your shoulder.
Okay, that didn't do shit for us. Okay.
The hawk, because you're able to communicate with it, the hawk indicates to you non-verbally that it cannot see what is going on in there, and didn't smell anything that was obvious.
I'm gonna scratch under the beak and then poof it away.
Poof. Okay.
I
I like to think that when you poof it away, there's like a momentary cloud of feathers.
Oh yeah. Feathers and fire.
Yes. Sorry. Anyway, I apologize. Enfield?
Enfield's going to head over to the lieutenant to get a status report and see
Congrex's following.
Sure, Wire
Yeah.
wanted to go as well.
Okay. So the three of you are going to go talk to the dude in charge.
Yeah.
As
He
you
has a
walk...
nice hat.
He does. He does have a nice hat. As you walk up, he is talking to what you can pretty much all recognize, like a sergeant's insignia ranking, particularly from the Boros. They seem to have an awful lot of sergeants, frankly. And so as you walk up, you hear the Boros sergeant saying, "All right, so after we send our squad in, there was a lot of screaming, and then a lot of blood, and then they didn't come back. So we cordoned off the area, and we've been waiting for further instructions before we continue." And the lieutenant commander says, "Yes, well, that's very good. That's very good. What exactly is it that's in there?" "Sir, we don't really know. It was slimy. It had crab claws and shark teeth, and something else going on. We're pretty sure it's a Simic creation. It must have gotten out of one of the labs around here. We don't know which one. We just know it was here, but we don't know where it came from." I see. I see. Do you know where it is now? You're certain it's still in there? Well, no. No, sir. We're not actually certain of that. We're pretty sure, but we haven't seen it in a little while. Interesting. All right. Thank you. You're dismissed. Continue with crowd control, please.
Now, does that sound like the thing that we snuck by
What do you
earlier
mean?
in the sewers? Because we
When
snuck
we were
by.
in the sewers.
Oh,
I think that was more crocodilian dalliance.
yes.
Okay.
thing.
That was different.
Okay,
Yeah.
because that would have been funny, but okay.
It would have been funny.
It's like, how did we sneak by that? Okay.
No, the thing that you snuck by in the sewers was a Golgari thing. This is a Simic thing. I know that they seem similar, but the way that you can tell the difference is that the thing you snuck by was probably undead.
Good to know. Oh. Okay.
So,
Well, that'll just bite us in the ass later then.
literally,
Maybe
yeah.
quite literally.
So the lieutenant commander looks at you and says, yes, are you... Actually, no, never mind. I don't know you at all. Who are you?
I've forgotten the acronym you gave us.
GFD.
Gone.
We're the inspectors from the GFD.
Thank you.
GDF.
Yeah.
GDF. Thanks.
Guild Pack Defense Force.
What, not BD?
I'm gonna write that down.
We present credentials that I can't remember the exact specifics of right now.
It's a nice badge.
Yeah, you all have badges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
they-
gold-plated explosive, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Yes, it is. Because it's gold-plated with a Mizium core.
Museum, that's it.
So you all have badges. You also have little flippy IDs. The little flippy IDs have your name and rank, and then a little sketch of you.
I hold mine up and it's upside down. So turn it around.
I love the ID.
That's fine. Yes. I've heard of you. Well, what do you bring to this mess? Do you know what this is?
No,
We
sir.
just got here. Do you have a status report?
I'm sorry, you all spoke at the same time. Which one of you is actually in charge?
I look
I
at
looked
Angra.
You would like to know what's happening now.
That's what I would like to know as well. I only just recently got here. Commander Thompson over there was giving me a report. So you don't know anything yet?
Right now?
No, sir.
No.
Well,
We know what we heard that sergeant tell you.
all right. Well, I'll fill you in on the rest, and then perhaps you can show me what you're made of. So, about 45 minutes ago, some large creature came crashing down that street there, pasted a few merchants on his way, came over here, screamed bloody murder, knocked over several carts, and then plunged its way through this wall. Several Boros troops were in the area. They came over to attempt to quell the disturbance. Once they had a critical mass and felt safe to enter, a portion of them did so as a scouting force. There was a scuffle or skirmish of some kind, quite a lot of noise and screaming, and then silence. Leaving us to where we are now. So about a half hour ago was the last time anyone was certain where this thing was. The rest has been containment efforts. We can continue the containment, but I don't think that you'll get any of these men to go in there willingly, or at least happily. I can make them go if you have a reason, but I'd like to know a bit more than just we think we know that it's in the building, because that we already know.
Which building is this?
This here, looks to simply be a dry goods warehouse for some merchant or another. There's thousands of merchants guild conclave type liability corporations, etc., 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 all over the place. This is probably just one of the holding stocks.
So it's hungry.
Quite likely. Quite likely. Something that large, I imagine, has to eat quite a bit.
I see. Do you have anyone that has seen it and is still alive?
That's a good question. Thompson! And he yells over for the sergeant. Thompson, come back here! Thompson comes in over, trundling in his armor, and he puts his truncheon back on his belt and sets his shield down. Yes, sir. Thompson, are there any men surviving who have actually seen this thing? Just Riley, sir. Riley. He saw it, or at least he said he saw it, and then he passed out. I say, could you show these fine individuals where Riley is? Yes, absolutely, sir. All right, thank you. I'm going to give you about an hour to handle the situation before I bring in the goblin sappers. Understood?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, then. Please, get on with your whatever exactly it is you do. And then the moment he's dismissed you, like he's off looking at something else, he's coordinating various other efforts, saying, no, more people over there. No, absolutely not. You will not bring your carts in here, not within 50 feet. Like, he's dealing with, like, crowd shit. Thompson, who is a fairly tall half-orc, is looking at all of you sort of up and down and saying, all right, well, follow me, please. And he will sort of weave his way. You're actually going to go through the crowd of people around the perimeter. And he takes you to a small apartment, like ground level apartment across the street, where you now see that there are several Boros personnel, not in armor, but in like cloth gear, who have set up some kind of like a medical station. There are a number of civilians who have bandages around their heads, arms in slings. It looks like this thing really caused a lot of havoc before it crashed its way through the wall. So the medics are all taking care of people in various states of disarray before Thompson sort of helps you to find Riley, who is sitting in a chair towards the back. His armor from the waist up is off and in a neat pile on the floor next to him, although he is still wearing his leg armor and his belt with various weapons and law enforcement related tools on it. And he is cradling an arm and sort of slowly rocking back and forth a little. Thompson walks over to him and says, Riley, are you okay? Can you speak to these people? Riley, by the way, is a 4.5-foot tall dwarf who is he's actually almost entirely bald except for like this patch at the back, which has been grown out long into like a sort of a top knot, except in the back, and then tied into a very tight bun. And he has a beard that goes down to just above his nipples. He looks up and he says, "Hi."
Why do I know what nipples are?
Because it was a convenient measurement. I measure most things in nipples, don't you? Yeah, hey, can you help me, attach this thing to the wall? Sure, grab me the screwdriver, and the, no, not the Phillips head. Yes, the nipple one. Yep, thank you. This should be about 35 nipples across. No? I'm out here alone on this mission? Okay, that's
I
fine.
can't say I have ever done that, no.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, start. You converted me.
Anyway, so Riley looks up and he says, "What? Oh, yeah, I can talk. What do you want? What should I say?"
The truth.
Oh, okay. What do you want to know?
What the inspector here is trying to say is that we would like to know what you saw.
Okay.
Yes, that.
Well, I saw... I don't really know what I saw. I've seen demons. It wasn't a demon. You wouldn't call it that. You would call it a thing, I guess. A mistake, maybe. It had crab legs and like a crab claw arm and hang on. There we go. Cool, I fixed it. And tentacles. And then it had a shark head, except the shark head was the size of a house. Came
Houses come in many sizes.
clacking down the street, knocking over cars, snapping people in half with its claws. Didn't eat anybody. It just seemed angry. Then it got to this building and it stopped and it put its head into the air. Just looked straight up into the sky. Except not into the sky, because its eyes were out the sides of its head. But it looked up and then just ran into the wall. I mean, just ran into it. Didn't hit it, didn't knock it. It just went in. The wall just crumbled. Never seen anything like it.
Dwyer was like taking notes as he was talking.
Are those wrinkles, or does it have nice lashes on it?
What are you asking?
I was looking at the picture of the shark. It looks like it has really nice lashes.
Oh,
I think it has
Is-
nice eyelashes.
Is that just me?
No, I see
Anyway,
them.
okay.
Oh no, I can kind of see that.
It's fluttery.
Asking the important questions here. Did it have eyelashes? Riley, did it have eyelashes? No.
It had nice eyelashes.
I'm not asking that in Barry.
That was OOC. We're not asking.
Yes.
that.
Aww. So pretty.
Adoptable.
Lady.
What else is that?
Croctopus.
Octopus. Thank you, Riley.
yeah. Anything else? Anything else?
I guess question for Zed. Do we know what's in that direction? Like through the wall? It went into that building, we know which building we're near, but it was like a wall into a building?
Yeah, you don't actually know what's in there.
Okay.
Or what the surrounding buildings are. That hasn't really... No one's mentioned it. And the city is so big, like, you couldn't possibly have, like, a recollection of what any given city block really contains.
Okay, perfect. Do you know where it was headed? What is that way?
Well, the building to the east is it's a tannery. Building to the north, that one is just another warehouse. I don't know what's in it. We don't get to look inside unless there's a crime.
Are you in need of healing?
No, the medics have been really good. I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Mm.
If anyone wants to make a medicine check, you may.
Yeah, sure. Go on.
Damn it. I'm good at that.
I got a 19.
I got a 16.
I'm sorry, Angrek. You are good at that, but
It's inconsistent, though, so it's okay.
yeah, better lucky than good. Cubit, you're actually the only one who notices because this is pretty subtle. His eyes are glassy and a little bit bloodshot, but the veins are blue. This is an uncommon but not unheard of reaction to certain fairly strong painkillers.
As in a negative reaction or just a reaction?
Just a reaction, like it's just a side effect for some people.
Okay.
AKA,
So-
thank you for the good stuff.
You might be high. That's great. Cool. Cool.
Do I know where they hid those?
I mean, presumably they're all over the place.
Also, presumably, don't take them. We're like police.
Don't take them where I can see.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't know whether Navuti, like you are not privy to Navuti's inner monologue. You don't know what Solyndra is thinking.
I don't know where Solyndra is, actually, because Solyndra went to go check out
That's
the
true.
hole.
Yeah.
So Solyndra is here, so we're safe from being accomplices. Fine.
Yeah.
For now.
I think we're done with Riley then, so we'll just head back out and find Solyndra, fill her in.
Thompson follows you back across and then says, if you don't mind, I have my men to attend to.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thompson.
Of course. No, stop! Ugh.
Yes, you mind?
Have a good day. And he, like, he ends up sort of walking away in a huff as he, like, grabs two of his men and separates them because they're in, like, the middle of a scuffle with some civilian who seems to have gotten them to start arguing with each other.
Oh, you were
it's
talking
just
to your
like-
cat.
No, but
Yeah.
it's roughly the same instinct, you think. Being a sergeant
Like,
and owning cats.
Herding cats and leading people.
Yeah.
Working with the public, working with irritated animals.
So we'll word vomit to Solyndra, and then
Mhm.
did you see anything?
Not yet. I was waiting to enter until you guys got here.
That was a smart move.
Now can I do my thing?
Which
What
who,
thing?
who are
Which
you
one?
asking?
Go ahead.
Are you asking me if you can do your thing or them?
I was asking like the group, so
Okay.
motioning to like put up my hood and try to sneak in, see if I can actually see.
Do your thing.
Reconnaissance would be good.
Keep your telebox on.
Televox with a V.
Televox. The V. Okay, you can change that.
Because it's a voice that's being teleported. We know how words work.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't know. I can
Solyndra,
barely-
you are fairly sneaky. What are you doing?
At first, I'm just like sneaking right around inside.
Also, where do you go to find your initial cover? Like, do you just put up the hood right in the middle of where you are? Because that actually would have been rolled at disadvantage. Or do you, like, go behind something and then...
Well, I'm trying to go right inside and then blend in with the shadows. That's
Okay.
what I'm-
You're just standing in my shadow or something.
yeah.
Sure, so you get, like, just inside, you break line of sight. Yeah, that's fine.
Try and stealth from
Okay.
whatever might be in there.
Sure. So you have dark vision, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, sorry. What you
Good one.
see... Thanks. And if anyone on Twitch who is watching this now starts yawning, haha, I got you. Yawns are contagious. Okay, so Solyndra, you are stealthy. Inside this building, you see a number of rows of toppled metal racks containing various and sundry dry goods. You see crates that have fallen over, broken apart. They contain all manner of things. Candles, dried meats. One looks like it used to contain quite a lot of plates and bowls, ceramic plates and bowls, which are... You would be hard-pressed to find one that wasn't totally smashed. Nothing of any major individual value. Mostly just like bulk dry goods. Are
Who
you...
had the second televox?
That's a good question.
I
Do we
thought it
all
was
have them?
Granny Mivix. No, there were two.
Like walkie-talkies.
Mivix might have had one. On heading off to deal with whatever Mivix is dealing with, though, they would have handed it over probably to Enfield.
Okay.
Good. That would have been hilarious.
Solyndra tries to call for help, and Granny Mivix is like, I'm dealing with my thing.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Call back later. Not a good time.
Hi.
Is anyone else doing anything while Solyndra is checking out the, like, sort of initial opening area?
Taking out my handy dandy flashlight, making sure it works, clicking it on and off.
Yep.
Click, 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 click.
I have just attached like the telebox to my shoulder, and I'm just waiting, just in case.
Loading my handy dandy hand crossbow.
Okay. Solyndra, as you're going further in, you can sort of follow the trail of destruction as you make your way through the warehouse. Here's a smashed crate of books, but it looks like the books are blank. Here's a toppled over shelf that none of the crates busted open on, so you're not certain what exactly is in there. But you expect it's probably more of the same. As you continue down the way, you eventually see a very large hole, about the same size as the one in the wall, that has been punched into the floor of this warehouse. And there is a long cylindrical tunnel headed downwards at a steep but not impossibly steep incline. You are muted, I think, or something?
Yeah, sorry. Roommate was doing stuff. I forgot I muted myself. I'll take the televox. I'm going to be like, how in the world do I work this thing? The whole time just holding the button. Kind of like,
Okay.
if you guys can hear me. Seems to have tunneled out.
We hear you.
Yeah,
And then I will turn to the other two and be like, shall we
I don't
follow?
know if I like this thing. I'm going to put it back where I had it.
Click on the light, nod to Edfield, and just like, let's go.
And I just like flick the box again. We're coming to you. Stay where you are.
I don't like it. I don't like that thing.
All
Are
right. So,
Nivix and Cylindra the only ones with dark vision?
No, I do it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, good. I'm not the only one.
that's cool. It's been a while since I've had a party of people where there were actually people for whom the darkness mattered.
I miss tieflings.
Our last game, I didn't have dark vision. I was a
Yeah,
human.
you were the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I
just
missed having dark vision.
Okay.
Try to be polite and carry torches, but
So you head inside. You get to roughly where you think Cylindra is, but Cylindra is well hidden. Cylindra, do you come out of hiding?
Yeah. I'll come out of hiding.
Okay.
Like,
You spook us? Or just,
obviously,
like,
kind of just stand. Instead of trying to hide, once I'm at the circle waiting for them, I'll kind of just obviously stand there so they can find me.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
as long as you didn't pop out at us, because you would have got
I
shot.
startle easily.
I had a feeling just popping out at my acquaintances would be a bad idea.
Okay. So the rest of you guys make it over to Cylindra. And there is, there's a gigantic hole smashed into the ground that you cannot see the bottom of.
I'll look over at Dwyer and be like, someone had a smashing good time, didn't they?
Boo.
And they'd be
I
like,
don't see anyone around to be enjoying themselves. This kind of seems more like a tragedy.
I don't have any torches. Does anyone have a torch?
Let me check.
I have candles, but not torches.
Um,
So I was gonna say we have a way to experiment with this.
yes.
Get
I
at
have
least
torches.
3 to make sure for science.
Exactly.
Oh God, no.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm
Fall back.
Dwyer. Could you
I have torches.
drop a torch in the hole, please?
Yes, I can.
Lit torch.
Would you like me to?
I'd like to see how deep it goes.
Understood. And then he pulls out a torch, lights it, and drops it down. And
Okay.
starts counting seconds until we can't see it or hear it or whatever.
You can still see it, but it's like you get, you're counting 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. Oh, it seems to have stopped.
And was it like falling or tumbling down?
It was sort of gently rolling.
Okay. Fun.
So it seems to be just over a 60-foot drop down there.
Shall we go?
Yes, sorry. My connection roll 20 died.
Oh,
Or no?
So,
All right.
So,
I apparently need to run away for like 5 seconds. So I will be right back. What I'd like for you guys to do in the meantime is
Whole
consider.
experimentation?
Say what?
Whole experimentation?
Sure. Oh, my connection has also been interrupted, apparently. There we go. All right.
Okay, cool. Yay.
So this is Roll20 having a moment. So what I want
we
you guys
love
to do...
Mm-hmm.
consider what your plan is, and also, if you plan on heading down into the hole, what your marching order will be. Okay? So I want you guys to figure that out. I will be right back.
All right.
So are we going in the hole?
I mean,
Yes.
we're going to go in.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to go in the hole.
Party goes in
I
the
do believe we are meant to
hole.
find out what happened to this creature.
Yeah. So is there any way we can be... Hi, God. Is there any way we can be absolutely certain that the creature went in the hole? Have we established that? That it's definitely down there?
At
We
this
can
point, we're just
compare
kind
the
of
No
size
other
of
way
this
place we
one
could
to the
go.
one in the wall.
Yeah.
I think what we
Okay,
were
so-
saying was that, yeah, we kind of like came down and there were no other exits.
Okay, so the croctopus is definitely in the hole, so that's where we're going. Okay.
I can go
So-
like 20 foot ahead of you guys, stealthing. That way, if it
Yeah.
is down there,
Sure.
we don't get like suddenly, oh crap, it's right in our face. We're all going to die.
And the rest of us are all fairly tanky, I think, aren't we?
Yeah. My AC is
Yeah,
18.
so-
Mm-hmm.
17.
It's still not, and I'm not going first, but you know.
Well, that way
But
maybe.
you're our glorious leader. You've been
No.
elected.
I see what you did there. God damn it.
I've been waiting for that.
Yeah, no, for Enfield, it's definitely a height thing. Like they took the phrase like
okay.
someone to look up to, kind of literally.
Dwyer can go second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So I guess I'll bring up the rear then.
All right.
We should wait. Shouldn't we have someone with dark vision at the front and at the back so that nothing can come behind us?
I like that idea.
Probably be a good idea just in case.
Because
Well, then-
my passive perception.
Okay, well then Solendra's going
Alright.
Yeah,
first.
mine's 12.
Okay.
She can see. I'll be the caboose.
Choo choo.
Okay.
I'll caboose
So
this
that
train.
leaves between me and Angrak, who's going first. To be fair, Enfield will go first if told. So
Okay.
if Solyndra starts going, Enfield will just start following. That's fine. Okay,
like
so
that.
we're
That can
look-
work.
So Solyndra
we're
and
gonna go in the hole and look for the thing.
Yes.
And hopefully not die.
This will also allow
That's
like
the hope.
the two with the walkie talkies. We will be
Yes.
there.
I like
Yeah.
that, yeah.
So that way,
Yeah.
because I don't know if it's like one of the regular radios you can like dial down so it's not as loud.
I'm treating
Or
it
if
like,
it's like-
police radio where they don't really
Yeah,
have a
that's what I
volume
say, like,
control. It's just a voice.
I mean, they
yeah.
do have a volume. It's just on the
Do
actual
they?
radio lower.
Oh, I have no idea how these
That
things
is
work.
literally just like a earpiece.
Okay, so
I use them at work.
I see Solyndra is 20 feet ahead. Then Dwyer.
No.
Oh,
we
no, no, no.
changed
Look at
it.
the
Go to the
bottom one.
bottom.
Oh, I see.
Look at the
So-
bottom one.
Okay, Solyndra 20 feet ahead. Then Enfield, Angrak, and Dwyer bring up the end.
Oh, thank you, God. I didn't even think to put that there.
Okay, cool.
All hail.
I'll be stealthing ahead of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're going in the
'Cause-
hole.
Once again, I can't stealth for shit.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Solyndra and Dwyer having the dark
I
vision. We
felt
want
what
them
I'm
to
like.
the
Jesus.
bookends.
Well, 20, I love you. Please don't stop.
I mean, yeah,
We
that sounds
love
about
it.
right. Alrighty. So you are quite well stealthed.
Your stealth's
And
plus.
Expertise.
Oh, good. I'm okay.
are the rest of you attempting to stealth on the way down, or not so much?
You
Yes.
can try.
I think we should stealth.
I mean, it's worth being at least careful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me stealth checks.
So go in order, I guess.
Okay, not bad. Not bad. I got 11.
Yeah, that seems pretty on brand. Okay.
Yep. All right. So, Solendra, you're heading down the tunnel then?
Yes.
These guys are just being assholes behind you. Like, Dwyer seems to be making a pretty good attempt, but then, like, out of nowhere, Angrok is like, "Oh, hey, wait! I think I might smell something."
Do you always smell anything?
Hang on. And then Enfield turns around and, like, smacks him and says, "Quiet!" Like, it's...
I'm just imagining they're trying to
just
stealth,
the
but they still
henchmen
have
from a
their
Disney
torches
movie.
out.
Yeah.
Like they still have their flashlights out.
Yeah, they're, like, looking around. Okay.
Like humming their own theme song, like Kronk.
We were doing the cronk, just like.
Oh.
Oh, great.
Okay. But Slender, yeah, you're plenty quiet. So no one will be expecting you. They'll be expecting something very loud about 20 feet behind you. Okay. So yeah, I mean,
Oh my God.
the tunnel goes down a fair ways. What I would like, so Angrok, I want you to go ahead and make a perception check, and then anyone who wants to could also make a, what do I want to call this? I guess it'll just be an intelligence check, a general intelligence check for the group.
No. Think kind of dumb.
Well, not a save. I think it's the same, but
That's the same.
Oh.
We
I
dumb.
Do you want
We
the
the dumb
intelligence roll
party.
too, or?
I got a 17, guys.
Yeah, go ahead and give me the intelligence roll if yeah.
Single digits.
Okay.
No, wait. It was 10 minus 1.
Yep.
accidentally hit save instead of the regular one first, and I wasted.
We so stupid.
Solendra, as you're going down the tunnel, Angrok, you thought you smelled something, and then you realized you were just smelling like one of the meat vendors' carts from back up top. Solendra, as you're heading down the tunnel, you realize there is no way this creature dug this much in the amount of time that they had through what looks like mostly solid rock. At least some part of this tunnel had to have existed. And as you're walking down and you have that thought, you then look around, like, you get a closer look at the walls, and you're like, oh, those are Rakdos symbols, Rakdos graffiti, scrawled into the rock. That could not have just been added. That must have been here already somehow.
Okay.
It looks fairly old, for what it's worth.
I'll keep it to myself for
Okay.
now. That way I don't break my stealth.
Okay.
And then we'll remember to relay it to them later on.
So you're heading down, and you notice the further down you go, and all of you notice this, the further down you go, the warmer it gets. It's becoming very frankly, very humid, almost steamy, as you guys are heading down. You realize you must be at least 2 stories below surface level right now. It looks like you've got about the same amount to go. So you're at about the halfway point right now. Give or take, because Solendra's a little bit ahead. Do you do anything, or just keep going?
About what time of day was it when we arrived?
Honest to God, I don't remember. We're going to say it was about 6 p.m.
Okay. I mean, we're gonna keep going, right?
Yeah, I'm just keeping going until we get word from Solandra to stop or hurry up.
Okay.
Yeah.
This may be a stupid question. Has that torch at the very end changed any at all as we've walked down? Or is it just still burning?
No, it's still burning.
Okay.
Yeah, not a stupid question. Perfectly reasonable one. Yeah, it was still
I'd like to-
rolling ahead of you for a while. But you eventually saw it stop, and you realized that, like, that's about half again as far as you've come to this point. Dwyer, what's up?
Mhm. Oh, I'd like to recollect it. He's very frugal. He'd like to save it.
Okay. Let's say, Solandra, you get down to the torch first. What you see, and what the rest of you will soon see, is a very wide, low-ceilinged, carved-out cavern. It looks like this was maybe a natural, pocket of groundwater that at some point was then expanded, and then there are pillars, like stone pillars, reinforcing the structure. And above you, the ceiling is made of carved stones. It's very wide, goes pretty far. You can see a pool of water at the far end, where it looks like it might open up into a bit of a dome. There is also a rapidly thickening fog raising around your ankles to about your knees. Angrak, the height in here is just a little bit, because how tall are you?
7 something.
Okay, you actually have to hunch a little in this area.
God damn it.
Like, every once in a while, your horns kind of scrape against the ceiling, and you're...
It makes the worst noise, too. It's like...
Yeah,
Breaks your whole skull.
yeah, you can feel it, like, in your jaw.
Yeah. Okay, there, I'm punched.
Solandra, what are you up to?
Okay. So I see the pond on the other side.
Yep.
Getting missed. Used one of those. Can't use another. Only light in here is the torchlight.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, and there is some kind of light coming
On
from
the other side.
from the pond. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to snuff out the torch
Okay.
and then wait for the others to catch up.
All right. So Angrak and Dwyer, the two of you are, frankly, nearly blind right now.
No, I do have dark vision.
Oh.
Enfield does.
I don't.
On rock.
Oh, sorry. Angrak and Enfield.
Mhm.
Flashlight.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you can see around. It's like, oh, okay, all right. You can make your way down. Slender, you said you're waiting for them?
Yes.
Okay. All of you are in the same spot.
That way I can tell them about the Rakdos symbols. I need to update that. Anyways. Then I'll tell them about the symbols, about the pond across the way.
How do you do that? Like, do that in character.
Okay, I'll be like, so on my way down, I found a couple of Rakdos symbols carved into the walls. So that tunnel probably wasn't from the creature. Then when I got down here, as you can see from the light down the way, I think that's a pond. So we might run into the creature there.
Can I see the pond?
Yeah, actually. It's fairly sizable. About double the size of like a hotel hot tub. So we're talking probably 25, maybe even almost 30 feet in like around. And there's quite a lot of steam rising and then not going very far. It just sort of bubbles off the surface and then fogs its way around.
And it's humid and it's making my hair frizz everywhere. Gotcha.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fog cold or hot?
Ooh, a good question. It is fairly warm, getting warmer. It's actually, frankly, kind of sweaty down here.
Okay, we're in a sauna.
Yep.
Just beads of condensation are just rolling down all of me.
So you're all, as far as I'm aware, you're all just standing by the tunnel. You haven't told me that you're doing anything else.
I think we're kind of just sitting there discussing, like,
Yeah, we're
hey, this is what I saw.
Looking around.
Okay.
I'm kind of, well, Cubit, so then therefore Dwyer was kind of putting together some puzzle pieces. I'm just thinking.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
going to slowly walk towards the pond.
Okay. So the pond is about 50 feet away from where the tunnel bottoms out.
And you said there was that open cavern between us and the pond?
Well,
somewhat?
it's, yeah, so like it looks like it sort of opens up and domes like just before the edge of the pond, but around the pond.
I'm just going to use my flashlight and look and see if we can find anything approximating Croctopus tracks in any direction that we followed down here at all.
Give me I want to say survival.
I think survival is tracking.
Survival's a thing.
Yep. Give me a
Okay.
survival check.
7.
Yeah, you're struggling to find any signs of this thing, but it's mostly due to the incredibly thick fog rolling, around at for you about mid shin.
Dirty. Ungrok is also going to look for tracks, seeing infield look.
Okay.
Damn it.
It's okay. Coming from the direction of the pool. Nope, not for you either. Coming from the direction of the pool, you start to hear sort of a.
Dwyer, like, is there like rocks around? Like,
We're kind of losing you a little bit there.
just like a rock cave,
Robo
right?
QB.
Stone. around. Oh no!
Okay,
Why?
try again. I think you're better.
Okay. Dwyer's temptation actually is to like pick up a rock, and he kind of looks at it and like looks over at the pond, like he really wants to like throw it in the pond to see what happens. He kind of is like looking around to see if anyone's going to stop him.
Cylindra's
want-
giving you like the whole, like, go ahead.
Ongrick nods.
Do we
Check
notice
it.
Dwyer do? Oh.
Okay, so you toss a rock in the pond.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Do you move any closer to the pond in order to do so?
We are 50 feet away, so yes.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna count down in tens. I want you to tell me to say stop when I get to how far away you're gonna be before you throw this. So, are you gonna throw it at 40? You're gonna throw it at 30, 20.
15.
Yeah, 15. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you get within about 15 feet. So on your way over, give me a perception check.
$19.
Nice. You're about 25 feet away from the pond when you stop dead in your tracks as you realize you can see something that you nearly stepped on at your feet. It is translucent and damp and shiny. And it's about the size of a fist.
I picked
Sort
it
of
up.
rounded. Okay.
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish!
You,
But he like wears gloves. Like
Sure.
he doesn't like to touch things with his bare skin. I want to make that clear.
okay.
Either he has a handkerchief or his gloves are on.
I heard handkerchief and gloves, and that was all I heard, and you're still a little frozen. All right. It looks like you're good now.
Cylindra would have followed Dwyer if they were headed up there going, oh, this is probably not a good idea to get closer, but here we go.
Yeah. Slender, one last stealth check from you.
Okay. Natural 20.
Damn.
Nice.
Damn.
How close are you following to Dwyer?
Is the area we're in like big enough we can go?
Oh
side
yeah,
by
it's
side?
wide open. Like that's what I'm saying. You're in a wide open, sort of squared room that at the far corner of is this domed area.
Okay, then I'll probably just be like adjacent, like 10 foot.
Sure. Okay. So Dwyer, you're holding this clear thing. You pick it up. It makes a sort of like a splurpy, splooshy noise as you do so. And as you're holding it up, you realize that you're holding like an overgrown Orbeez. It's like a big fish egg. So it's kind of this thin membranous shell over this vitreous fluid inside of it, and at the very center you can see a creature about the size of like your like a portion of your digit, right? That's sort of swimming, kind of floating freely and swimming, pushing around inside of this thing.
World's largest.
Okay. Then I would then if I found something that weird, or yes, upon finding that, he abandons his flaps to throw the stone in the pond, and he wants to take the egg back
Okay,
to the group for inspection.
sure. You bring it back to the group.
I'm gonna stay where
I
I'm at.
found this. It's quite. He kind of like squishes it with a disgusted face, like strange.
Just squinting and looking at it like,
Does the tiny ooky thing in the ball bear any resemblance to the description of the croctopus?
Yeah, a bit. It does a bit. It's got tiny little claws, and it's sort of scooting around by whooshing a bunch of tentacles around its backside. And
okay, that's
it's
cute.
looking around with its giant side eyes inside of this egg that is fairly large for this critter.
Enfield
Enfield.
just lifts the walk pick, like waiting for it to be put down on the ground, because this is the
Oh.
obvious course of action.
I put it down on the ground.
And I smash it.
And I back away because I do not want to be around a cookie thing when you squish it.
So,
Me too.
so you're smashing the egg?
I am attempting to, yeah.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
No. So you smash the egg, and you splorp, and you get just fluid all up to like your knee, a little bit past your knee. From the water, you hear.
Just checking, is the thing that was in the egg dead? Is it like flopping around like a tadpole, or is it
Well,
like...
it was until you smooshed it.
No, that's fine. Yeah, no, just checking it's dead.
Yep, it does seem to be. It is a smear on the bottom of your boot.
Well, I didn't stamp
Maybe
on it. I used a
fluid
weapon.
will-
I have some class.
Maybe this fluid will make the creature friendly to you.
Or
You should
extra.
test it.
So what do you? I'm sorry. What are you doing with the fluid?
I'm wipe clean, so I don't care about the fluid.
Dwyer, what were you saying?
Oh,
Before...
Dwyer
I
froze.
said that. It's
You're good now.
why?
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know what's happening. My internet connection looks perfectly stable. Anyway, okay. I was saying that if Enfield is covered in the fluid, we should send them to the pond and see if it makes the creature friendly to them. Maybe it'll
Interesting.
Child of its making.
The fluid that possibly contains dead bits of baby croctopus.
We've already established that their vision is rather strange, so my thinking is that they might rely more on smell.
Hmm.
so-
Right.
Now smell like egg. And it will think you are an egg and protect you.
I don't know if I know enough about organic things to even...
So you should take Dwyer's word for it, and he said you should go test it.
Is this something I can roll to figure out whether Enfield would just take this at face value?
Insight.
Or,
Okay, now
Something
it's
is-
Robo Shakespeare or Shakespeare.
I don't even know what that roll would be. Insight? Does that have to be insight?
Yeah, insight. Can you hear us now?
Everyone's gone...
Oh no.
Yeah, this is just our night for technical difficulties.
Zoom, please.
Everyone's frozen.
All right. Why don't we go ahead? Let's take our break. We'll go ahead and do that while we try to have Shakespeare fix up their computer issues. So I have some stuff. Okay, so I just want to point out we are using Roll20 We are using Roll20 because, well, frankly, we actually kind of like Roll20. We were using Roll20 before they sponsored us. We'll keep using Roll20 after the sponsorship. Oh, sweet. Well, we're going to go... Maybe we're not going to take a break. Maybe we'll come back. All right, well, fine then. We'll just do the thing, and I'll talk about how sweet Roll20 is later.
I'm sorry!
Boxes.
You
Don't.
messed up our
No,
boxes.
it's fine if you... Oh, did it screw up our boxes?
We shall see here in a second. No?
No, it looks like we're okay. It looks like we're all right.
Zoom just decided to go bye-bye. No, thank you.
Yeah, no, everything's
We're
okay.
good.
Hooray!
And now it's frozen again!
Oh, god damn it. No, you're fine. All right, what are you doing?
Okay.
Say it quick before it freezes again.
Oh, I can't remember what I was talking about.
You're covered in fluid.
Roll insight to see if you're taking
Oh, yes,
Dwyer's advice.
I wanted
about-
to figure if I would know whether what he's saying is legit. Like, I don't know. I don't know much about organics. Is this legit? Should
All right.
I just...
So you roll insight, and Dwyer, since that was pretty clearly kind of a fudge, I would like for you to roll deception.
Oh, no.
Well,
God,
could it be
no.
persuasion? I'm persuading him to go.
Sure. I'll allow persuasion instead.
Yep, I fully believe that is a thing that might happen for something that has noses and babies, so
Yeah,
I'm fully
and
prepared to march towards the pond.
why would your teammate deceive you? This seems perfectly reasonable.
The ways of organics are strange and squishy. Off I go.
Okay. So you head over to the pool.
I'd like to follow like 20 feet behind.
Me too.
Okay.
Honestly, keeping.
I love this. So Enfield's walking forward, and everyone else is kind of like,
I don't know that Enfield is like covered in egg, so I'm just kind of like, why are they
yeah.
up there?
So Enfield, you head over towards the edge of the pond. On your way over, you see more of these globular things on the ground. How do you react to them? Do you step around them? Do you go through them? What do you do with them?
How like just when I see the first one, I would pause and kind of like, use my torch. How many of them are there, and how far away from me are they? Is it kind of like a very spread out situation?
Oh
or are
yeah.
they, like...
So it's hard to tell exactly how many there are, because the fog is sort of covering it. But you can see just a fucking field of these things. There must be 75, 80 that you can see, and you're pretty confident there are more.
Oh dear. That wasn't in character. Given that there are so many and they are outside of my reach, I'm not going to commence squishing, because I would have to run all over the place to do so. And I presume that my teammates who are following me will notice the same thing, and we will come up with a plan for that later. So I'm going forward with the plan I've been given, which is to approach the pond.
Okay.
And
So
hopefully
here's
pretend
what I
to
will
be
tell you.
one.
On your way to the pond, because there are just so many of these damn things, walking there and trying not to step on these counts as traversing difficult terrain, okay? So you move half as fast.
Okay. I mean, I'm not trying not to step on them. I'm just not going out of my way to step on them. If they're in my way, they will get squished.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's different.
I'm just
okay.
not running around trying to smash all of them.
Sure. So you
I'm
end
just
up
walking.
squishing probably 16, 17 of them before you make it near the edge of the pool. As you just keep walking, they're like little popping pearls you can put on make your own ice cream. It's an American thing, Shakes. Just
Okay.
Takes,
I'm
I'm with you
rolling
on
with
this
it. I'm
one.
rolling with it.
unbridled
So I'm
capitalism
pretty much-
has made our country cooler than yours. It's all upside, baby. Okay.
They're not wrong.
I wish the muting hadn't happened. I would have liked to have gotten the squeak fest. Okay, so as Enfield, you good now?
Carry on.
Good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
So as Enfield is heading forward, they're popping these things, and it's just sploosh, splorp, trickle, 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 repeat, sploosh, splorp, trickle, trickle, trickle. As you're walking towards the pool, you get to the edge of the pool, and you can see now what is causing the steam. There's like a sort of a skylight. It looks like it's a magically projected image of a morning sun. You're not entirely certain why that is there. But what is powering the projection is this fairly thick copper piping with small, thick glass windows at regular intervals throughout the pipe. And what you can see in the pipe looks like it's just sort of raw magical energy being conducted from somewhere through the pipe to here to that. You recognize this as being indicative of workshop setups. This is the kind of thing that a lot of workshops would have. Not the projection so much, but the piping, definitely. But where the pipe goes into the water, it is putting out a fair amount of heat, and the water is then steaming around the pipe. Primarily off the surface of it. As you get near the edge, you I'm trying to think how best to give me a dexterity save.
Let's see. Okie doke. 15.
Ooh, all right. You are able to just barely toss yourself backwards out of the way as a gigantic, meaty tentacle whips out of the water and attempts to snag you to pull you in. Misses you, and the tentacle shoves itself back underwater, making a hell of a loud splash. And then from underneath you hear... blurp, 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 blurp. Lots of bubbles and steam rising. And that is where we will take our break. So we will come back after these messages from our sweet, sweet sponsors, including but not limited to Roll20, the program that we have been using since the beginning of this channel, and the program we will probably continue using because, it does the things that Roll20 does. So please stick around, and we will return shortly. Boop.
Should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout. to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdwear, it's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
And we return. Okay.
There we go.
I was going to say, like, everyone was here when I sat up to do that, and then no one was here. All right, so before our little break, Enfield had just dodged. Is that a pickle or a corn dog? I need to know. You bastard!
I don't know was that a
You know what
popsicle?
pickles are.
It's a corn dog. First off,
Corn
dogs are an amazing
what a
thing
pickle
that
is.
Americans have invented, where they take a hot dog
Cucumbers, they
and
can
you
fry
put it
them.
on a stick, and then you cover it in batter, and then you fry it.
So like a deep fried Mars bar, but it's a sausage.
It's sausage. Oh my God, I am jealous. All right, fine. Although you're eating it without ketchup, you heathen.
So it's kind of like toad
There
in the
you
hole
go.
on a stick.
Except it's
Okay.
look, you're screwing it all up. You're making it all Britishy and weird and wrong.
Asterix, better.
What?
Okay.
America
Anyway,
does fat food better.
yeah.
The deep fried Mars bar. I rest my case.
Hang on one sec.
We have Scotland, land of the fried thing.
What?
Sorry, I apologize. Portia just came over with something like fairly important that I had to take a look at, and I needed to respond. Okay, so
Toad in a hole.
not right now.
Toad in the hole is Yorkshire puddings with sausages in the batter.
Really? Because I was always told that a toad in a hole is just like an egg inside a piece of toast with a hole bitten out.
No, that's egg in a basket.
Okay. Anyway,
That's
So-
eggy toast.
We're about to be eaten.
Enfield is about to be eaten.
so
You're all further back.
Enfield is basically an egg right now.
roll initiative.
Oh, fuck.
So the tentacle comes swiping out at Enfield and immediately pulls back in as another tentacle shoots out and coils around like part of the sort of rocky outcropping up top and pulls this heaving massive hulk of a beast out of the water. It looks at the lot of you and it opens its giant maw full of row upon row upon row of razor sharp teeth that are each about half as long as you are tall. Standing there, or it comes out and it's got these tentacles that are all whipping out behind it, these big crab claws clacking.
Just call back. I do not think it considers me its offspring.
Casually, I'm like, natural 20 hidden?
It does not currently know where you are. You don't need to roll stealth twice. Whatever your prior roll was still holds. Okay, so let me see here. I've got. Okay. So it looks like it's gonna go. Cylindra, and then Cubit. Sorry, not Cubit, and Dwyer. And then Enfield. And then Angrak. And then Sharkdo Crab is what this is called.
But the octopus bit.
Sharkdo crab do 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 do.
Sharkdo Crab do 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 do. Sharkdo Crab.
That's
Tentacles.
easier to say than croctopus, so.
Anyway, all right. So the Sharkdo Crab is gonna go last. So Cylindra, you have the first move. It is standing. It's about half on, half off of the land. So like it hasn't fully pulled its entire body out of the water yet, but it's got 4 of its 8 little crab legs, or I guess 4 of its 8? Yeah. 4 of its 8 little crab legs are up on the land, and 4 of its tentacles are above the water.
Okay. Is there like places for me to stand where I could get like behind?
You cannot get behind it. So it's sort of a big half circle, right?
Okay.
So you could get. I mean, you could kind of get behind it, right? Like you could
Or
get
at least to a side.
right. Yes,
Okay.
yeah, that you can
Okay.
do.
I'm gonna go around to a side.
Okay. You can get there this turn, and then what?
I'm guessing it's not in like stabbing distance.
I mean, you could get to stabbing distance if you wanted to, and still have time to stab it.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that.
Because your speed is 40, right?
35 right now.
Yeah, you can still do it. It's a little tighter, but you can still do it.
Okay. I'm going to draw my rapier.
Okay.
I'm going to. Can I draw a dagger as well? In my option?
Yeah, you can just draw. I don't care so much about that. Frankly, I follow the Throck method of everyone in my games is assumed to have quick draw just for freezies, because I don't care to quibble over, did you have your weapon drawn? Did you not have your weapon drawn? Like,
Okay.
I don't give a shit. You got your weapon out when you need your weapon out.
Okay, I'm going to then go ahead, stab it with my rapier.
Okay.
And I'm guessing...
Because you are stealthed, and you will remain so until you attack it, this first one is a sneak attack.
Okay. Do I have advantage because that was hidden from it?
Yes.
I believe I'm doing this right. I'm just trying to remember all of this fun stuff. Should be correct. There you go. So 23 to hit.
Oh, okay, right, because you don't have the thing. Okay. Yeah, yep, correct.
Then I need all the d6. Ooh.
Okay. Plus your, what's your sneak attack damage? How many dice do you get for that?
2d6. I just put all my d6 together.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I was just double checking that. Okay.
Yep.
So 2d6 on your sneak attack. Whatcha? So you pierce it.
Actually, did I do the right dice?
Yeah, 3d6 plus 3, I assume, for your.
No, I'm trying to see
Dex
if I
mod?
did the. No, the rapier is a d8.
T8.
Okay. Well then,
I'm fine with just keeping that 8.
take away a 2 and roll a d8. Okay, so it's going to be 6 plus 6, so you do 12.
12 damage.
Yep.
Not bad. And then bonus action, dagger.
Okay. Now, remember, with your bonus action, you are a rogue, so you could use your bonus action to get away. You cannot hide, though, because you don't have anywhere to hide.
I figured. At this point, I'm trying to get my initial. Hey, I'm going to damage it as much as I can.
Okay, sure. Then, yeah, go ahead, take your bonus attack.
24.
24 hits.
D4 plus 3. 4 damage. Woohoo.
So Solyndra kind of bursts out of nowhere and just goes, "Whatcha, whatcha!" and like gets a pretty good gash into one of its tentacles. It didn't like that. The tentacle kind of whips around. The Sharktocrab will take a legendary action and attempt to thwack you into the water. So it's first going to make an attack roll. Does a 19 hit you?
Sadly, yes.
Okay. So you're gonna take some damage, and you need to make a strength check, a strength saving throw. So your damage. Hang on one moment. Where do I only have the one? I might only have one of these. Okay. Oh no, I have two. That's your saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. Woo. Okay. You are going to take 16 total damage. And it knocks you... It does not knock you into the water. You manage to stay where you are. So it, like, thwacks against you. But you, like, kind of hold still. Feeling good? Feeling good about your choices in life?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
2 HP is where I love to be.
Excellent. Wait, really? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I only have
level
18
3.
max.
I know you're level 3, but damn.
Oh. We don't want to die, Zed.
I don't want you to die. You don't have to die.
Dad, we don't like dying.
It is largely up to you as to how dead you become. All right, so...
It's up to you how dead you become. I need to write that down.
Okay, so next up is Dwyer.
Okay. So seeing Solyndra take that big hit, I want to run to her.
Okay.
And I'm going to... Let me see. I'm very new to this magic user. Hold on, I have several different spells. What are these? This is... Nope, I don't want that one.
I will ask, by the way, that you guys try to have some idea of what you're looking to do.
Yes, sorry.
No, it's okay.
There we go.
I am pointing it out simply because of this particular turn, but I guarantee you I would have said this at some point during this combat regardless. Try to come up with a general plan for what you're looking to do so that when it is your turn, you're mostly up to speed. Now, of course, the actions of the person who go ahead of you will often completely torpedo your plans, but...
Yep,
okay, cool.
There we go.
So you run up and you cast Cure Wounds on Solyndra. So Solyndra, you've been healed for 7.
Yay.
Half HP!
Woo! Okay. Do you have any bonus actions?
No.
Okay. Moving on to Enfield.
Okay, I'm going to attack with my war pick to the nearest tentacle or bit of the thing.
Okay. So you're just walking right up to it, like straight on?
I'm just walking right up to the nearest bit of it to me.
Okay.
And hitting it. Does a 20 hit?
A 20 exactly hits.
Hey, that's 5 piercing damage.
Why only 5? 5 seems low. Hang on. Let me see.
The war pick.
Roll 20. Show me what you know.
Yeah, it's 1d8 plus 3.
Okay. Yep. All right. So.
And then with my offhand attack, I'm going to hit it with my hand axe.
Okay. So you walk up and you just go, that. A 12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Oh, well.
Your offhand, it's a little weak, and you're having a hard time like cutting through the squishy bits. Okay. So next up is Ungrak.
Okay. It has eyes. This might not work, but I'd like to try to cast blindness and deafness on it. It's second level spell. So. So it needs to make a con save.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. What is your DC?
It has to be 12.
Level 3.
Level 3.
It makes the con save because that is its good save.
I thought it might have been Dex or something. Okay.
A thing with a total of roughly 16 limbs, Dex is not its forte.
You don't know that.
I thought it would have been more Dexy.
I do, in fact, know that because I'm looking at it, but I understand where you're coming from.
I will try doing that, and then I will back away a little bit.
That's fine. Okay. So it now gets to go, and it looks at Enfield.
So,
are any of you Simic? No, none of you are Simic.
No.
That's good for you. Enfield smells like it's young, so it will go for Enfield.
I smells like it's dead young.
Well,
I'm assuming it wouldn't just attack its own babies.
No, right, but you have this sort of slightly oceany, salty smell that is. It knows what that is.
Ooh, the great scent of amniotic fluid.
Yes, so you have a giant crab claw coming your way. Does a 17 hit?
17 is my armor class.
Okay, so the first attack will hit. The second attack will miss. And so it's first. So it is going to hit you for 9. Cook. With a
9.
claw.
Okay.
9.
And that is the shark to crabs go. It went claw claw. Nothing. Okay.
Is the shark to crab shiny?
In many places, yes.
Like a wealthy woman's neck?
I can't. I'm too shy.
Okay. I'm gonna move on. Selendra, it is your turn.
Okay. There's no pathway behind it.
No. Also, flanking is an optional rule. And while I often use it, like in games past, I don't think I'm gonna. I think for this game, we're gonna say stealth, and anytime that you would get advantage, but flanking is not gonna do it.
Okay.
We'll see if that completely blows up your entire strategy, and if so, I may revisit it. But for now, I'm looking for you to do other things with your positioning.
Well, I was just saying so that way I could get to the other side, so that way we can.
Oh, you could try. Well, you are a bit spread out. So, assuming that the critter's face is 12 o'clock, you're at like 5-ish.
Okay.
No, sorry, you would be at 7. Sorry, you're around about 7. Enfield's at 12 on the dot. Angrok is like at 1, but in the back. And then
Dwyer's next to me.
Dwyer's next to you at like 8 or 9.
Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to spread us out. That way, if it had any actions, it could like multi-attack in one swing.
Well, again, the issue is it does have 16 limbs.
Yes.
And a shark head. So it's pretty well covered as far as like range is concerned.
Yeah, I was just more worried about hitting 2 of us at once.
Okay, fair.
That's the only reason I was trying to spread out more. Because I get my sneak attack anyways, because somebody else is attacking as well.
Okay.
So, let's go ahead. Actually, I'm going to just stay where I'm at. Screw it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and attack it twice again because that's all I can really
Okay.
do.
So this time you do get your sneak, but you don't get advantage.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and make your attack.
11.
11
I
will
don't
not do
think
it.
that hits.
It does not.
And I'll try with my dagger.
Okay.
15. I don't think that hits either.
No, it does not. So you go, ha, and it goes, Mer.
I'm like, wait, that was a bunch of slime.
Yeah.
Try again, and now it's covering my arm. Great.
Dwyer, it is your turn.
Perfect. I'm going to use Divine Smite.
Okay.
And I am going to attempt with my Warhammer. 17 to hit.
I'm just taking a look.
Does it?
Make sure
it?
I understand.
Does
No, a 17. So its AC is 20 on the dot. You got to hit a 20 in order to hit it.
Okay. Cool.
Which I think you shouldn't have too hard a time doing. You just gotta. I mean, it's a tough roll. It's 16 or better. Now, do you have any ability to improve anything? Does anyone have any buff spells? I guess is the question I'm asking. It's possible that
shoot, I do.
not having Mivix might handicap you guys a bit.
Wait. Okay, yes. But I know it's due next turn then.
Say again? Oh, for next turn? Okay.
I know it's due next turn.
Okay. All right. So that is Enfield's go. Or sorry, that is Dwyer's go. Enfield?
I'm gonna pop at it with my war pick again.
Okay.
No, that doesn't hit. And then I'm gonna offhand with my hand axe, which also doesn't hit.
Okay.
I'm a smashy thing. All I can do is attempt to smash.
You guys are actually you're doing okay. You'll see what's about to happen. Angrak, what are you doing?
I would like to just punch and walk over to Dwyer, tap him on the shoulder, and be like, "Go, do better." I'll cast heroism.
Yay!
And because of that,
Thanks.
and because of I am who I am, where is the thing that I can link and do the thing? There. You may use your reaction to immediately attack. You also gain 2 temporary hit points.
Nice. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, cool. So, Dwyer gets to go again?
Just one attack with your reaction, if you choose to use your reaction.
Do you choose to use your reaction?
The Minotaur is ordering you to attack.
Dwyer.
I don't actually want to use my reaction because I was saving it because I have my shield up so I can protect Selendra. I'm sorry.
Good point.
Well,
Selendra was over.
No, I didn't move.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It's
no,
okay.
all 3 of us are there.
Yeah, you're sort of like in a row. Okay, so the Sharkdo Crab will first use its legendary action this turn to go into full attack mode. It will... everybody needs to make a strength saving throw. Sorry, a dexterity saving throw. I apologize.
Oh, good.
Hang on one sec.
Most likely are.
I'm sorry, Moog.
All right. Okay. So deck saves here. Cubit is safe. Enfield is not. Angrak is not. Cylindra is safe. Enfield and Angrak, the two of you are knocked prone. And
Okay.
each of you is moved. Let me see. So Enfield, you are in front of it. It will move you around towards the side. So you're actually now with everyone else.
Okay.
Angrak, you are going to be swept into the water. As it,
Oh,
it's just like shoving. However, because of that action, its 2-hit is bumped up a bit, but its AC is bumped down a bit. So it's because it's got a shell, but now it's like it's not using the shell so much. It's like attacking more.
It's come out of its shell.
Okay, so the Shark the Crab will now use its regular attack action, and it is going to attempt to claw again. Claw. This time it is going for...
The sound of danger.
Yes. It is going for Enfield again, because Enfield is clawable. And also is prone, so it gets advantage.
they smell good too.
Although not with that roll it doesn't. Enfield, I'm sorry, what's your AC again?
17.
Nope. Okay, it just missed the first one flat. Second one will hit, though. And so its claw will do 6 damage. Claw.
Ooh. Okay.
Apparently, it only likes to hit me really hard.
Enfield, how you doing there?
Less than half, but not in single digits yet.
Okay, good.
Very close.
Okay. And that is the Shark to Crab's full action. So back around to the top, Cylindra.
Can't do anything great. I guess I'll attack again.
Okay.
No.
For what it's worth, Angrak was just dumped into the water. And Angrak, what are you wearing?
Heavy things.
What is your,
Let me put it this way.
What is your armor, Angrak?
Chainmail.
Angrak just got dumped into the water wearing chainmail. I'm just gonna put that out there, and then let you choose what you do with your turn.
Let me combat that with. I have an 8 in strength.
But do you have, for example, rope?
I don't know. I wasn't planning on that. I don't even think I have that.
I don't need to breathe. I'll go get him.
I got strength. We good.
Wait.
Can you swim? Do you
I don't
float?
no.
This is a question we will have to ask here soon. Okay, that's fine.
Does that count as me taking an attack then?
What? You
To maintain concentration.
No. That doesn't take your action. You actually make a concentration check. So which is basically a fort save, right? Or a con save rather. Okay, so yeah,
so 15. You still have heroism, yay.
Yep. Okay, and then so Cylindra.
I missed both times.
Jesus. Okay. Well, those were just shitty rolls, though. Like I can't help you there.
I didn't think it dropped it all the way down to 15 AC.
No, but
Yeah,
it
did.
I mean, it definitely. It's like in the ballpark. You're just not. You sucked. Okay.
Welcome to my life.
No.
Oh.
Okay. Dwyer.
Cool. With my rope, I'm going to go for Angrak.
Okay.
I guess, like, how far into the pool is he? Can I get to him in one turn?
Yeah. In fact, to be entirely honest, I will let you use a bonus action to simply toss the rope that way and hold on to an end.
Okay. Perfect.
I will let you use your regular action to attack, just remembering that you only have one hand to use for it.
Yes, because actually I wanted to use a spell. So I throw the rope to Ongrok. I'm holding on to it, but I actually want to use Bless.
Bless?
Bless.
Okay.
Start
Okay. Who
better.
Who are you blessing?
Solyndra, Ongrok, and Enfield.
Okay. Because you could bless yourself, for example.
Nope.
Okay. So Solyndra, Ongrok, and Enfield. So the three of you are blessed. Bless is actually a pretty badass spell. So remember that when you attack in particular, or really when you make attack or saving throws, you get to roll an extra d4 on top of whatever your d20 is. Okay? So that should help everyone quite a bit, actually. Okay. So...
Also, I hit it again because I didn't say it out loud last time.
You're doing what? I'm sorry?
Because of the type of magic that I do from the Boros Guild, when I do like helpful spells on my allies, you all are momentarily surrounded with halos of bright fire. You're welcome.
Oh, that's cool.
Unless if you're trying to sneak.
Does it help me see?
Briefly, yes. For a moment, you are
momentarily. So
yes.
like...
Yeah.
For just a moment, you can see, and then it like steams and bubbles away. So you know where up is, and you think there might be a rope dangling.
Knowing where up is very good when you're underwater.
Yep. Speaking of, well, it's not your turn yet. Enfield.
Enfield was about to just walk into the water to go get Ongrok because they don't need to breathe. So it's like, oh, I'll just pull him out then. But seeing the rope be flung in that direction and having a decent, appreciation of Ongrok's intelligence being more than theirs, is just going to attack the thing again because someone else is handling that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna attack the thing again with my war pick because smashy does smashy.
So
20.
Well, then you don't even need to roll the d4.
No.
Perfect. So you do 7 damage to it. It definitely noticed that and is not at all happy about it.
And I'm gonna hit it with my offhand hand axe.
Okay.
Smashy. Again, hold on, I'm gonna roll me 1d4. Just in case. So does a 15 hit?
It does.
Yay! So it's 5 slashing damage from my slashy hand.
Solyndra, you didn't roll a 15, did you?
Yeah, I did.
You rolled a 15? Hang on.
Right before Ongrok's.
I see dagger.
It's right before the dagger. Right after my...
Oh, it's before Ongrok. Oh, okay. Roll your damage. I'm sorry. Roll your damage.
You all good?
Roll to stab.
I'm sorry. I only saw the lower one. So give me the damage on the hand axe. Oh, it's 5. Okay. Minus 5.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was going to do something good that makes it easier to hit. Being dragged underwater is not good.
Well, you take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
I get my, what's it called? Sneak attack.
Yeah, because that was on your rapier.
I just want to double check.
Hey, AC going down.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
13.
13. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay.
I love rogues.
Okay. All right. Ooh, so close to a triggered event. All right.
Oh no.
Ongrok, you are. Ongrok, you are sinking rapidly.
So the tentacle is wrapped like around me?
No, it just knocked you in, like it dragged and dropped.
Oh, okay. Is it within reach of me?
The tentacle? No.
It? Okay, fine.
The creature?
Yeah.
What is your plan? If it's sufficiently awesome, I might say yes, but otherwise, no.
I was going to say, if the tentacle is still wrapped around me and dragging me under, I was just going to just grab it and say, unhand me, and cast something.
Yes, then it is, because that sounds cool.
Okay. Just unhand me, and I'll cast Inflict Wounds at 2nd level.
Ooh, okay. And that's I make a roll, or oh no, it's just a touch attack. Oh, perfect. Oh, and you rolled a 20.
It's
Perfect. Okay, how much damage?
that much.
Oh shit. Okay. Damn, dude. Okay, so minus that and that, so it takes it down. All right, triggered event has been triggered. Hooray!
As a bonus action, can I try to reach for the rope a little bit, or
As a bonus action, you flail your tiny little cow arms.
tiny?
No, you're not tiny at all. But it's so the downside is that because it is holding you, so you cannot easily get to the thing.
That's fair.
At the end of next round, you're going to start making Constitution checks to hold your breath. However, it will. Well, okay. This is it's the top of the next round. It will take its legendary action now, and it will back away from all of you. So it's going to break combat. You can all take an attack of opportunity if you still have your reaction.
I do. I will.
Which we all do.
Yeah. Also, make your attacks at advantage. And the reason for that is, like, within all the damage that you guys have been doing to it, and especially from something that came from under the water that you guys didn't see, it seems to be leaking large amounts of fluid through its carapace, which is all, like, cracked and fucked up now.
Gross.
It's both.
It's... Okay, hang on one sec, because this is actually important. I'm sorry. All right, sorry. It turns out that just so that you guys are aware of what the hell's going on, there is both. So there's water leaking into our bathroom, and we couldn't figure out what it was. And it turns out that is a combination of both our water heater doing something spoopy, and also our AC is clogged. Like both things simultaneously. So. Yeah.
And you're being attacked by a shark crab.
Well, you are. So, okay, so let me see these attack rolls. So, Cubit missed, which is unfortunate. Enfield hit. Angrak did not roll with advantage.
I rolled it twice, a 17 and then an 18.
Where's your... What? I only see the
You got
damage.
mine with
Why do I
the-
only see the damage? What the hell?
Scroll up.
Oh yeah, it's further
Oh,
up. It's like way
okay,
above.
weird.
Right before
Weird. Okay,
Solomon's
I get it. I see it.
It starts with mine 20,
Yes.
and then works its way down.
Okay. I don't see a 20 from you, Cylindra. Oh, there it is.
It's right above.
Cylindra, why
Angrak's
did you
17.
make why did you make 2 attacks?
Because you set advantage after he clicked the first one.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Cylindra hits, Angrak. So everyone but Dwyer hits, is what it looks like. Sorry, Dwyer.
Mm-hmm.
If only you had been blessed. Hashtag blessed. Okay, so let me see here. So that's going to be from Cylindra. That's Cylindra. What's your damage? I'm having a hard time reading the thing.
5.
5. Okay, so 5 damage from Cylindra, 11 damage from Enfield, so we're at 16, and then 5 damage from Angrak, so we're at 21. So 21 total damage. Am I missing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
When
That's it.
scuttles away from us.
Yeah, because boy, have you guys fucked it up. So, like whole chunks of its carapace, and so here's what happens. It heaves Angrok out of the. No, it doesn't. No, it's absolutely not going to let him go. Never mind. So here's actually what happened. So it heaves itself off of the landing into the water. As it does so, like Enfield is like in the middle of like hitting it with the axe, and the bottom part of its carapace just comes off, leaving this horrifying like just stringy mess of entrails and insides behind, attached to the carapace at various points, as it pulls itself under the water and starts swimming around, all soft-bodied and gross. And it starts going straight down. Angrok, what you experience is a sensation of being shaken around terribly. You actually need to give me a dex save at disadvantage. Okay.
Oh.
You take 4 damage as it knocks you against a wall as it's like repositioning, because the tunnel it's in is about as big as it. So as it, like the mass of it shifts to being beneath you, it shoves you against a wall, and then starts swimming straight downwards. So you are like knocked, and then you can see the slightly brighter area that used to be above you getting rapidly further away from you. That is its legendary action. Solyndra, it is your go.
Well then, I'll drop my rapier and my dagger, but pull out my hand crossbow and dive in.
Nice! Harpoon guns for the win.
Mm-hmm. Can I still see it?
Do you have dark vision?
Yes, 60 foot.
It's going to be cut to 30, but you can see it.
Okay. That's fine as long as I can see it and it's within range.
It is within range. Yes, you can shoot it.
Okay. And does Ungrok count as still attacking it for the fact of
Not
attack?
Not at the moment. Not until Angrok's turn and he can get his like self back together.
Okay.
Not engaged with it. I'm just kind of like,
Yeah, exactly. Right now you're an attachment. Okay, yeah, a 20 will hit.
Oh. 4 damage.
Hey, 4 damage is 4 damage. That's much better than nothing. And actually better than you might even realize it is. Okay. So, yeah. Fip. You stick it with one.
Okay. And then can I get any closer to it?
You dive in, you swim past. You could use your rogue bonus move.
Okay. Then I'll use my bonus action to get up to it.
Okay. Yeah, you can get actually funny enough, you can get right about to where the tentacle is that is holding Angrok.
Get up there and it's like, okay, now I can't do anything.
Yeah, but you're like, hey buddy, I'm coming. Okay, and I am aware of the time. Dwyer.
Okay, so I would like to approach closer to the edge of the pond. I'm still holding the rope, and I'd like to cast light on the rope.
Interesting. Sure. Done.
So there can
Yeah.
illuminate. And
Done.
then
You cast light on the rope.
find it and also see what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with
You
that.
get the lasso of truth.
Light is light a bonus action or a full action?
It's a full action, but just a cantrip.
Okay, you can still take your move.
Wait, no, it's a full action.
Yeah, you can still move though.
Oh, yes. So I wanted to be close to the edge of the pond, and like I'm holding the rope and I cast light on it. But I want to like stay out of it so that I can pull people out if they reach the rope.
Sure, that's why. Uh-huh.
Like, Dwyer doesn't want to get wet.
Yeah.
Have you seen his hair?
So
Get
so
wet?
Dwyer is the Metzi of this one. I get it.
Hey!
Enfield.
Yeah. Do our magic, blue flame torches work underwater? Would I know if they work underwater?
Never tried it.
Never been tested. Okay. I am stowing my hand axe and taking my blue flame torch in my, offhand, and I'm just walking into the water and sinking because I don't need to breathe.
Yeah, you sink pretty quickly, actually. So we'll say it takes your move action, but you're already at the edge of the water, so it's not like it takes a lot of effort
I
for
literally
you
just
to...
kind of...
Yeah, exactly. In the rough duration that your move action would take, you are within melee range of the tentacle that is holding Angrak. And the blue flame, it does seem to work. It's not great, but it does seem to still work.
So long as I'm looking for Angrak, so I can use my attack to try and free him from the tentacle.
Good call.
So can I use my war pick to try and
Yes, you may.
winkle him out of there? I haven't rolled. Oh, there we go. Nope.
No.
Okay, hold on.
Your bless won't do it, even if you get a 4.
No. I'd like to use my action surge and take another action.
Do
Try
it up.
that again. Right. Go back. War pick.
That will hit.
So yeah, I try and pick him out.
Nice. Okay. So 9 damage. Bless doesn't do anything for damage, does it?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Okay, that's fine. So 20 plus. How much Slender you did? You've actually. So you did 4 last time? 4.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. You guys have passed the threshold, actually. So, Angrak, you are going to get a strength save with advantage at the beginning of your turn. Sorry, at the end of your turn. I apologize. You're going to make 2 saves at the end of your turn. So that is Enfield's go. Angrak, it is your turn.
The rope has light on it. Do I see the...
You can see the rope. You can see the flashlight holding Enfield. And because he's close enough, you can kind of make out Solyndra right there. Your team is helping.
Angrak's like, why are you all in the water? What the... Is the
I don't
tentacle
have to
still
breathe. It's fine.
wrapped around me?
It is, although it seems a bit weaker than before.
Got a pick sticking out of it.
Pick. I want to just try to grab the rope and pull myself free.
So you can't get to the rope. The rope doesn't
Okay.
sink the way the people do. So you would have to be able to freely swim up to the rope, and then it could help you the rest of the way.
I'd like to attempt to break free of the tentacle.
That will happen automatically at the end of your turn. You still get an action before that.
So attack!
I will angrily headbutt the creature with my horns.
Okay. Does that count as a natural weapon? Is that a thing you have? It is! Hey, and you did damage. That's excellent. 6 damage is, again, not nothing. Okay. This thing is actually very nearly dead.
Like that.
There's like hammer.
Mostly dead, it's just partly alive.
Okay, so you managed to gore it with your horns and then make your Constitution save.
Is this one advantage or normal?
This one is normal.
Okay.
Okay. Here's what's gonna actually hang on.
If it's a save, you can add your bless to it.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, right.
Oh shit! Yeah, you want to do that?
15.
15. Ah, all right. Then I don't have to look up drowning. Um,
Don't drown the
Hey.
crew.
So they've been underwater for 12, 15 seconds.
right, but remember, you
Like,
weren't planning on being
yeah.
underwater. Like at
No,
no
we're not
point did
planning on it.
you at no point did you get a chance to go. Right, like you just went.
Yeah, if anything, I got the wind knocked out of me when the time.
Yeah, I am a giant cow in underwater. We were not meant for this. Moo. Mine is a noble race of plains people. Anyway, sorry. Being a little Tauren adjacent here. Okay, so you are able to hold your breath. You are fine. But next up, make a strength save at advantage.
Plus what?
Excellent. You are
24.
able to, you are more than able to, like, kind of pull yourself out of it and start swimming upwards. And if you would like, you could take your move action to get you to the rope.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
As close to the rope as I can.
Okay.
And just being like,
I will say you can get to the rope. You can hold the rope.
I would like to hold the safety glowing rope.
Okay. That is fine. So that is Angrak's go. It is the Shark to Crab's go. The Shark to Crab is going to rapidly, it's going to like do a kind of a forward roll in the water. So like it was going straight down. Now that it's noticed that its quarry has been taken away, it does this immediate forward roll so that it's now shooting back up towards you guys. That is,
barrel.
yeah, a little bit. That is its move action. For its attack, it's actually going to go for Solyndra and Enfield because it can see both of you and it's got
Oh,
these.
goody. Yeah,
So it's gonna go
unfortunately,
claw,
I'm holding
claw.
a flashlight.
And actually, I think. So let's see if it manages to hit you guys. Now the both of you are in water, and do either of you have a swim speed?
No.
Excellent. So he's going to get advantage.
This may be a dumb question, but does Enfield really, if they're at the bottom of the lake, do they get hindered walking?
We'll
It would
find.
probably be climbing speed, I guess, like half movement.
Yeah, it'll probably count as difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Okay, so
They
a
don't really swim, they just
17 hits
climb the
Solyndra,
shore.
correct? Or is it a 19? 17? Okay. And then... Oh,
14 AC.
oh, okay. Enfield, I'm not going to do anything special for this, but just know that I rolled double nat 20 on this roll.
Good to know. Good to know you're not going to do anything special for that.
So I'm just going to do a regular, but not an extra. What that actually is going to mean is that Enfield, you're going to be the one targeted for the bite.
I still have a feeling I'm going to die.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Okay, so first claw, oh, shit damage. So take 5 damage, Solyndra. Take 6 damage, Enfield.
Okay.
Enfield, how you doing?
Not good.
Okay.
Same.
Well, it's bite time. Bite, 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 bite. Oh, fuck.
Are they within touch range of me?
Yes, and you're
No.
going to need it. You're going, well, not yet, but you will be. Enfield's going to need the help. Enfield just took 24 damage.
Enfield,
As
24.
Yes, 24. So we're going to find
Enfield
out
was
what it...
one away from permadeath.
Yeah, so
Okay, thank God.
well,
Enfield is unconscious.
yeah, it's just death saves now. You're fine. You can take a bazillions of damage, and you just be death saves.
One away.
So here's what's gonna happen. So the shark to crab on its way up, like it goes claw, and then just takes this massive bite and literally pulls Enfield like almost pulls Enfield in half. So Enfield, in like sparks of magic, are shooting through the water as Enfield's like magical brands are like dimming, but still pulsing. And the shark to crab is just swimming rapidly. It's going faster upwards than you guys were going downwards. Back to the top. Dwyer. Sorry, Solyndra. What do you do?
Well, I go ow for one. And I'm going to bonus action disengage. Use my movement and a dash action to try and get out of the water.
Oh yeah, Thrak is correct. It is 2 death save fails. Sorry, I apologize. Anyway, so continuing. So you take your dash to try to get out of the water?
Yeah.
Okay, you can do that. So move action, dash action, you're up and out of the water.
Okay.
Do you say anything, by the way? Because, like, Dwyer doesn't really know what's happening.
I will once I get up, going, like, pressing myself up, going infield down. That's probably all I can get out of me.
Okay.
As I'm trying to push myself up onto the ledge.
Okay. Dwyer.
I want to pull on the rope because I assume if Ongrok's like kind of pulling, I could feel some resistance finally.
Yeah, you definitely have an Ongrok on the end. You could pull.
So I want to. Yeah.
I caught a coup.
Reel it.
Is this what a cowfish looks like?
I got a nibble.
Okay, so, by the way, Thrak, if you're still watching, can you tell me if we can go like a couple minutes extra? Because we're so close to done with this. Okay. So you pull Ongrok up. Ongrok, you are almost here. You'll need to use your move action to stand up onto the edge.
Am I still within range of Enfield? Touch?
Touch range? Not yet, but you will be soon. Do you want to hold your action?
It's not my turn. It's Dwyer's turn right now.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Dwyer, what are you doing? So that was your... Dwyer's frozen. Although that's a great face to be
Okay.
frozen.
It is.
Great
It's really
frozen
good.
face.
Oh
That
no.
sums it up.
Oh, darn. I was going to... Okay.
9:15, the
Oh,
latest,
no.
by the way.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so I was able to pull Ongrok up. Is that my action?
Yes. Yeah, if you're... Well... Yes. Yeah, it is. It is. I can't think of a reason for it not to be.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, okay. So you pull Ongrok up. It would be Enfield's turn. Enfield bleeds. Enfield, make me a death save.
Okay.
Got this.
Don't
Nat 20.
fail.
Don't say stuff like that.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're fine. So
And-
put a check in the
Fine.
success column.
I have, yeah.
And then Ongrok. So
As-
you are
as getting-
on the ledge right now. You could use your move action to stand up, or you could wait because Enfield's definitely going to be with you soon.
I would like to hold a...
Bless, I think,
cure-
does count for death saving throws. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, continue. What were you saying, Ongrok?
I would like to hold a Cure Wounds spell until Enfield is within touch range.
Okay, I really enjoy the way this is visually going to work. So, so here's, if I may narrate a little. Ongrok, in a moment of heroism, still holding the rope, kicks out from the side, hand charged with healing magic, as the shark to crab just like whooshes, breaks the surface of the water to head right back up at all of you guys. And as the shark to crab does so, Ongrok makes a high five with Enfield. And this magically charged high five heals Enfield for whatever cure wounds damage or cure wounds heals we get. Why'd you roll your horns?
You're muted.
There we go.
4.
Okay, so
Awesome.
Angrak, you're muted. You know that, right? Okay. So Angrak high fives Enfield for 4 damage. Enfield, you're up and aware, and oh god, your legs are there. But they are slowly knitting themselves back onto you as the magic is beginning to come back online and all of the little bits and bobs are starting to whirl again. The Shark to Crab will shove all of you. Well, everyone make a strength save. Sorry. Everyone who is up. So everyone but Enfield make a strength save for me. Angrak, you're making yours a disadvantage because you're sort of letting gravity and forces take you where they will. Okay. All right, Angrak. All right, Cylindra. Angrak, why did you... No, you were fine.
Yes.
You were fine. You didn't need the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cubit. Okay.
Cubit's
Cubit
going to get a charger.
is going to... What? Oh,
Going to
okay.
get a charger.
That's fine.
She's got her headphones on, though. She can hear us.
Okay, so Dwyer is knocked prone on his back and is sent backwards 10 feet. Straight backwards from where he was, away from the Shark to Crab. Angrak and Solendra, the both of you are fine. You can stand your ground if you would like.
This is all willpower.
Yes, it is. Enfield, you don't make any roll. You are now on the... well, actually, technically, you're still in its mouth. Although it hasn't made a grapple roll. But it needs to now, actually. So hang on. So give me a contested strength roll.
Oh, okay. So is
Got
that just
this.
roll strength?
Yep, roll strength, add your bonus. Oh, hey, guess what? You win.
Seriously?
It rolled a
Was
2.
it a nat 1?
It rolled a 2. It did not nat 1, but it came close. So,
Nice. Okay.
So with the power of your will, you just
Weak mouth.
Yeah. So you come a flopping out of its mouth. And that was...
Can I hit it on the way down?
No, unfortunately, you'll have to wait for your action. But that was its whole action, was to come out and do the flailing and all of that. So it is no longer the Shark to Crab's go. We're back up to the top. Solendra.
Okay, I'm going to shoot it
Okay.
with my crossbow because I have that out.
That's a hit.
And this doesn't get sneak it. Actually, am I within 5 feet of it?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Why?
I have a little disadvantage.
Ranged attack.
Range
Range
attack.
attack in 5 feet.
Now here's the thing. You're within 5 feet because you chose not to move before. But knowing what you were going to do, I would allow you to reposition yourself if you wanted. Because, like, when it was coming up, right, and you made that strength save, that was to not get knocked all the way back. But you could choose to have been knocked back some without going prone. That'd be fine.
Okay.
With a
So-
superhero
yeah.
landing.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to have done that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you are not
Okay,
firing
so
at
25 to
disadvantage.
hit.
Yep.
And I don't think I get sneak attack for ranged.
If you're within 15 feet, you do. I don't think that's a feat. I'm pretty sure that's a basic part of sneak attack.
If another enemy of the target is within 5 feet.
Okay.
I don't get disadvantage.
So yeah, and another enemy is Enfield. Barely, but definitely there.
In its mouth.
Yeah, I think
Just
that counts
rolled
as
out of
piece
its
speed.
mouth. Just rolled out of its
Okay,
mouth.
I think that's still within 5 feet.
Yeah.
I'm on its chin.
Fuck
I mean, come on.
yes, dude. So you shoot it and you pat right smack in one of its eyes. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. All right. Next up is Dwyer. This thing
Fire,
is
just smack it.
Okay.
leaking fluids, and its
Kill it,
whole
kill it,
front
kill it
is
dead.
just completely like stringy and falling apart.
How do you want to do this?
Some of its
Fire
little
smash.
crab
Fire
legs
smash.
aren't working anymore.
Well, I'm
Seriously,
prone
at
and
this point,
10
just
feet
kick
away. Can I get close enough?
You can use your move action to stand up, and no, you have no ranged abilities whatsoever.
I could.
We all have
I have a
crossbows.
javelin.
Everyone's got a crossbow.
Yeah, everyone's got a.
Yeah.
Is it a hand
I'm a
hand
javelin.
crossbow?
Yeah, hand
You have
crossbow.
15 foot of movement left if you have a 30 movement.
Yep.
So if you're only 10
Oh,
foot
okay,
away,
yes,
you
I
should be able to make it.
Okay. All right.
Okay, perfect.
So you stand up, you run over, and you do what?
Warhammer.
Hey, 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 hey.
Yes!
How do you want to do this?
Yes!
Avenge me.
Okay.
You're not dead.
So it like the surface
Okay.
and feels momentarily in its mouth, which is like so many teeth. So I just want to like run up and like knock up into its jaw
Uh-huh.
with my hammer because Enfield fell out.
Okay.
Like
Uppercut with the warhammer.
Just boonk. And yeah, as you do, like part of its jaw like unhinges funny, and some of its teeth go into the roof of its mouth, and it just. And I'm actually gonna need quick deck saves from everyone to not get smashed underneath it.
Even for
No, if you're so actually, I just need them from Dwyer and Enfield. Angarak, I think you were. Yeah, no, Angarak, I need one from you too. Hey, y'all made them.
Nat 20.
Nice. So yeah, everyone rolls out of the way, like, "Ah," is this thing just. And now it is bleeding and fluiding out. It is leaking and deflating.
First thing I want to do is walk over to Dwyer, put my hand on his shoulder, and go, Prestidigitation. Clean him.
and then I return and like put my hand on Solendra's shoulder and I do lay on hands.
Nice.
It's like a shoulder, hand.
Like,
Yeah. All right.
And Enfield is going to do like the Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas and kind of sit up and start pulling their limbs
Yes.
back
Yeah.
into alignment. Just kind of like
I will assist Enfield to just fit things back together. Try
Yeah.
to.
just like, you know, reattaching a jaw.
Excellent. I was dead at the time.
I can't actually hear
Oh.
you anymore.
1 point. I was 1 point away from death.
Please don't bite my robot in half.
My heart.
We need that.
Stopped when you said 24.
I'm just
I was like,
imagining the bite is like a centimeter under like where your main core is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, real fast. Let me see here. I don't think I missed any
I'm
subs or
feeling anything.
bits.
I don't think we had any tonight.
Yeah, that's okay. It was kind of a quiet night, chat-wise. Although those of you who are here now, we love you and we thank you very much for
That's
for
just so wrong.
showing
though.
up. We unfortunately don't have time to handle the cleanup
yeah.
because we got to go. But so just remember.
Fix it.
Aw. Well, thank you very much, Shakespeare. So.
Cheer for yourself for not dying.
Yay!
Yes, that's cheering me for not dying. Yes.
So.
Also, squishing of eggs is now beginning.
just
Oh, yeah.
stomping them
Definitely.
all the
Angrily.
way out.
Walking around and just stomp.
Well, hang on. So game is paused for now. You guys are in suspended animation.
I'm making a note. Egg death next week.
Egg death. Okay. All right. So real fast, I just want to thank everyone who was with us in chat. This was pretty fun, I think. Do remember, please, to come check out our Discord. It is kind of a big part of what we do. It's where we coordinate all our stuff, and we talk and we have amazing chats, and people post all sorts of things in there. And then what is coming up next? I am a very bad person, and I don't have the schedule memorized the way that I ought to. But today is Monday. No, don't help me. It's side quests. Excellent. See, that's what I thought. So, side quests, these are one-shots coming up, produced by Fox Barrett. I found it, Throck. I don't need you. But tonight they are playing Paranoia.
All hail computer!
All hail computer!
All hail computer.
Paranoia is actually one of my very, very favorite games ever, so I may stick around for that one. Although I do have schoolwork to do. Maybe it'll be on in the background. Regardless. So thank you very much. Please stick around then for the one-shots for the Paranoia coming up next. And yeah. Otherwise, thank you very much. Oh, I didn't do our. I gotta talk to. Who are you guys? Who are you? In 5 minutes, so not a lot of time. I want each of you to go around and say who you are, where we can find you, and what your favorite thing from tonight was. And so I'm going to start in reverse order from last time. So Solyndra.
My name's Nav. You can find me on Discord as Navuti. I am pretty active in the Welcome to the Party stuff. Favorite part was the Dwyer, how do you want to do this?
Excellent. Dwyer.
I'm Cubit. You can find me at Cleebies, mostly on Twitter. Although I do have my Discord notifications on now, and that one is Cubit. I'm pretty sure. Cool. My favorite part was Solyndra being kind enough to clean off Dwyer because he was about to have a meltdown. So, yay for teamwork. Also using Enfield as an experiment, a prop. I don't know what you would call that, but coating them in
bait
egg fluid and seeing what would happen.
Yeah. Literally in the yolk.
Ew. It was excellent, I think, all around. Enfield.
Hi! So I am Shakes, also known as Shakespeare. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Shakespeare. All the information about my other games should be up on my Twitter, and announcements will go out there. My favorite bit was not dying, because I love this stupid bot, and it would have crushed me emotionally. So yay for not dying. And also just the moment of Zed being like, so Ungrak is sinking. Solyndra, just so you know that. Sinking, if you want to do anything. In the water, sinking. It was just like, just so we all know what's happening. Sinking.
Yes. Awesome. Ungrak.
Hi, I'm Ungrak. I'm Moogs. You can find me at Moogs pretty much everywhere. Mostly Twitter, Discord, whatever. My favorite part was, that finishing uppercut. God damn it. I'm picturing like Captain America with the hammer, just uppercutting Thor, Thanos. That's what the uppercut looked like to me.
Yeah.
Excellent. Hi, Portia.
Hi.
You're not Granny Mivix tonight.
I'm not Rain.
You're here briefly, sort of standing in for a moment.
Yes, I'm not Rain with the different endings that you can find on Twitter and different places. And I think Rain said this was his only game. I think.
I believe so. At the moment. Okay.
That's what I thought. So
all right.
I tried to at least pay attention to things so that I could say what Rain normally does and not what I do, because I'm different.
Thank you for the attempt. An attempt was made. And then I have a very short amount of time. Hi, I'm Zed, ZX on Twitter, ZEDECXZ. I can be found... well, thank you. I can be found on Twitter. I can be found on... I can be found on Welcome to the Party on Discord. And I run a lot of games, and I'm in a lot of games. The next game that I'm in that you are likely to see, in theory, would be this Saturday, although I may not be there, but that's for other reasons. But Mouse Guard with 4, and Nero Fourier, and I'm forgetting someone. I want to say Connie. And then that's gonna kill me because they're awesome and made sweet stuff for me. Oh hey, thank you N Cubed for the follow. Awesome. And then Throck is also in that game as well, and we play adorable little mice with capes and swords and stuff because it is Mouse Guard and it is excellent. So that is us. It is 9:14, so we are hopping off at just the right time. So thank you all very much for staying with us, and we will see you next week at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm just gonna call it now. We will have no technical difficulties.
All right. Head on the head with a hammer.
All righty.
All the way over here.
So thank you very much, and we love you, and we will see you later. Bye.
Bye.